Hello, welcome to HARDLORE Between Two Furnaces, live at Furnace Fest. You like that one?
I watch people
brilliant
who gets it, and I had a
I love when
brilliant.
I love popping the boys.
Absolutely.
You know? I'm all about popping the boys.
What do we got, Colin?
We have a very special guest, Jesse from Stick to Your Guns. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me,
being
boys.
here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
How's it going?
I see the finish line at the end of the tour, like 4 days
How
away or
does that
5 days
feel?
away.
Oh, wow.
It's hard for me not to check out,
Sure.
though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest. It's not that I don't care. We
Sure.
have Texas and Arizona coming up.
Huge.
Two places
Texas
which are
is incredible.
amazing,
Yeah.
always.
Incredible.
It's not that I don't care, but I'm just like, you know, I've been out for
Yeah.
30 days or whatever, and I see home, you know, but
Sure.
We've been here for 3 days. I'm in that.
I legitimately, my pee is carbonated. I've been in Alabama so long that I'm pissing soda.
So, take it as you will.
So think about that.
well, I'll get filled up before I leave. I love soda, you know what I'm saying?
Good vitamins I'm losing there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You can have them all.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, when the bell rings, though, you know, the set starts and
Yeah.
you're clocked back in.
You're-
Of course.
Right?
Yeah,
Of course. That's all. That's when it's like, it's when it happens. You know what I mean? It's when you go.
That's when it happens.
It's when you're a pro. You turn it on.
Exactly.
It's true, man.
And that's not even for like a... It sounds corny to say, but it's like for the people. It's for the kids.
Exactly.
It's the only...
You can't under-deliver.
It's
I
the
know.
only good part about this thing that we do. You know?
I
Really?
know. I know.
23 and a half hours a day are pretty shot.
How do you, either of you, or how did you,
Yeah, there you go.
deal with the boredom?
This man can't stay off the internet.
Oh, dude,
for
Sure.
25
Here's the
seconds.
thing.
Sure. I mean, you're speaking in
Come on.
you're preaching to the choir.
Come on now. So you shush up for a second. If I'm not consuming 3 forms of media at a time, I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
So I need like a guy talking about a thing that I'm interested.
Yep.
Like a game.
Yep.
Like
And-
kill some zombies or something.
Yeah.
You
Of
know.
course.
And then maybe a movie on.
or like just a good Twitter thread.
Oh. Like
I mean,
here's why this is this
Yeah.
thread.
Twitter is chaos, and that's what draws people like you and I to it. I
Absolutely,
think
dude.
you know
Absolutely.
we thrive in the chaos.
I love a guy that says something crazy and they know it, but they're like, sue me. And then somebody goes, I'm going to fucking sue you.
And then it's like post 1/question mark.
Yep.
Ooh.
You don't know what you're getting into.
No,
I got
yeah,
hours
not
ahead
at
of
all.
me.
Not at all.
And then the replies, come on.
It's when the death threats start going back and forth is really when I start getting really invested.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You see any lately? Or any new death threats you're into lately?
My way?
Not your
In
way.
general.
We don't
I mean,
got to go there.
My way all the time, but
Sure.
you know what I'm saying? But no, nothing really crazy.
No
How
good
do
stuff.
you
Crazy.
how do you stay sane in the van? Like, what do you video game guy, a book guy? You're a book guy.
Yeah, I'm a book guy.
You guys seem like bookmen.
Yeah.
Well, half of you, maybe.
Has it always been that way?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
That's
I
crazy.
I had bought my girlfriend a Switch.
Yeah.
She's a Switch head.
Huge.
And she was like, yo, bring this on tour. And I was like, awesome. And I brought it on tour one time. And I don't know what it is, but then I find myself, okay, guys, Super Mario 3. That's where I stopped with the video games. And it's not even that I don't enjoy it, because I'll go over to my friend's house and I'll watch it like it's a movie when they're
Yeah.
playing. I just lack the dexterity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not intelligent enough to be able to do, because
Right.
now it's like all fingers.
It is.
You know what I mean? I just simply
So, like
can't.
doctors recommend playing video games. I'm kidding.
I
For
100%
Yeah,
believe
hand-eye
it.
coordination. It's a thing.
I
And
play a
I
lot of
lack it.
strategy games because I also, which as a guitar player is very bad, lack the
Strategy.
the strategy,
You're a
the
conniving
dexterity
fucker.
to be able to play stuff and like have fun.
Strategy games like what?
Civilization, Slay the Spire, a lot of boring games, but games where like if someone says, "Hey, Bo," I can go, "Yeah,"
Yeah,
and I don't,
sure.
I don't even need to pause. It's just,
No, no,
it's
no.
just you
I
take
I
turns.
play games that cause
pain.
a war.
Yeah.
If I can't pause it, it's like I'm online.
Yeah.
I can't pause.
Right.
What? You know, that's what I like.
We do board games.
In the van?
No, at the venues.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever played Secret Hitler.
Of course.
It's like wolves,
It's like
kind
wolves.
of.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's amazing. We play like Ticket to Ride. Have you seen? have you
Ticket
had
to
that?
Ride's incredible.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell
You
you.
a Catan band?
I play Catan.
Yes.
Catan bond?
That's one that's amazing, because that'll start actual like year-long beefs between
Absolutely.
members.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's great. I love that. The tension.
You fuck me on fucking yeah. It's real.
We've played Monopoly $1 for 100. So you're
Really?
gambling. Think about it.
Oh shit.
That's a long wait. $1 per 100.
So if something
So there's like
is,
$8 on the line.
No. If something's $5,000, it's $50.
Oh,
Math.
let's go.
Don't play too many video games.
He didn't explain the rules to me. I'm a rules man. I'm the guy who everybody goes, okay, Colin, we're gonna play a new game.
You don't
Here's
understand,
the rules.
yeah.
You are.
You're
my
in
dad
there.
had an expression, right? RTFM. Read the fucking manual.
Read the fuck.
And I've gone by that my whole life.
You've said that to me in regards to equipment for this
and
show.
then what happens once you read the manual?
It wasn't included in the manual. I had to look up a YouTube video.
This guy's a fucking menace.
Dads have those, you know what I mean? Those like,
they change your life.
I know. What do we have? What are we gonna be able to pass down? like that?
RTFM.
With the
You have that from me now. When you're
I
a
can
father,
use it?
you can go RTFM. Yeah, my dad and you saw this. This is kind of crazy. You mind if I show you?
Not
It's
at
called Milk the Mouse. Give me your hand.
Yep.
He'd squeeze his fingernails as hard as he can
That
until I would
really
just
hurts.
go. So now you know
You're
Milk
the
the
mouse.
Mouse. I was the mouse, and I was fresh out of milk by the end of the week. You okay?
That didn't feel good
I'm
at
sorry.
all.
But you've been milked now.
So you're going westward.
Yes.
Nice.
Where you played in Texas? I wonder if it's the one place we
It's
just
gotta
talked
be.
about.
It's got
Austin and Dallas.
Okay.
no San Antone.
San Antone.
So I have family from San Antonio. I
Huge.
grew up there going my whole life. My dad's actually driving from San Antonio to come meet me in Austin, which I never really seen.
What are the
but
odds of
Give me your San Antonio. What was
We
this?
Love San Antonio.
Big fans.
Really?
Both
Dude.
of our bands do so well.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Same.
Hard moshers.
Crazy.
They're all
mixtures,
there.
dude.
They're
Yes.
excited. They buy merch, which
Yeah.
is great. They're fucking
Austin and Dallas are great too.
Austin Dallas are great. As is.
My dad lives outside of Dallas. So
Really?
We got something going on.
I
here.
also like playing
Absolutely.
El Paso.
love it.
I
It's the
like
gateway.
Texas.
You know?
I'm a big fan of Texas. I truly am.
The shows we've played in El Paso have just been okay.
Yeah.
But they have a Top Golf, which I enjoy.
Never
I have
been.
I have
I-
a friend.
You've never been.
Never been?
You don't like whacking a fucking ball or two?
No, you don't understand.
Okay.
I'm all about whacking
Okay.
any ball I can.
Are you vegan, vegetarian, or anything? I don't recall.
Oh yes, he is.
Vegan. Yeah.
You're a vegan.
Yeah.
So then I don't think you would have had this, but I have a friend who's the head chef at the Top Golf outside of Chicago.
And he hooks it up.
He brings the menu.
Oh my God. Let's
They
go.
have these fucking donuts, these little beignets that come with
Oh,
like a
it's this one.
syringe
He's obsessed
of
with this
chocolate,
fucking thing.
raspberry, or Bavarian cream. and
don't
you
shut up
inject it
about this
yourself.
fucking
Oh
thing.
my god!
You gotta
got a
inject
giant-
it yourself.
They got a giant pretzel that's vegan.
There you go.
It's really good.
Okay. Well, they
Nick-
also have Impossible Burgers and shit like that
yeah,
too. So
yeah.
that's
Nick
good.
in my band is vegan. He ate it.
Ah,
So
I didn't even know that.
That's the litmus test. I know that that's vegan.
Interesting.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Speaking of vegan, the world has changed for you.
We were talking.
You
You'll
c-
love why we're going to talk.
You
about
can
this.
eat stuff fucking anywhere.
That is true. That is so true. Having said that, New Brooklyn Tavern, South Carolina, not Charleston, Columbia.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
And granted, I was being kind of lazy. Like I don't want to Uber somewhere when you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah.
just like to go. Okay, what's in my
Sure.
Yeah,
vicinity? And I'll walk 4 miles. You know what I
Same,
mean? Like
yeah.
I like that shit. Never have I seen so many restaurants without a single
Wow.
vegan option. Like
Wow.
not even the like oh we got vegetables, but it's like all in butter,
Butter?
and shit.
So
And
like
it's been so
great
long
for me.
That's rare.
since I've been. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been so coddled now because
Sure.
you're 100% right. The
It's
world
everywhere.
is just like.
McPlant, brother.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's crazy.
So
It's
we
fucking
talked
crazy.
to Carl from Earth Crisis
Okay.
about. We asked him the same thing.
He had his wisdom on this subject was eye opening.
It was
We asked him like corporately,
Sure.
how do you feel about that? And he's like, if I support this, everybody will do it,
Yeah.
and
it can only help.
more people will be vegan because
Sure.
that's there.
Sure.
Granted,
100%.
It's not the best. McDonald's wouldn't be doing it because they give a shit.
Right.
They're doing it to get more of the market.
Right.
However,
See, that's and I love his ethical stance. Now, where I come in from the political side of
Yes,
things,
of course.
and obviously, to me, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism whatsoever. So it's all just one big contradiction. So as long as everyone just does their best, I'm
Sure.
just like, I do the same thing. You
and
know
that
what I
is
mean?
what it is.
Oh.
It's
Exactly, so-
doing your best given the circumstances.
Because if, like you said, if every every fast food restaurant went vegan tomorrow and there was no more meat on the planet, we're still gonna have the same ecological situations going
the
on.
water's
just because
the water's gone.
The water's
Exactly.
there,
That's what I'm
and
saying. You know what I
trucks are
mean?
going. Yeah, of course.
Exactly, because it's a overconsumption issue more than it is a.
But brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I be overconsumed. Let me tell you.
Oh,
what.
I mean, same. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's our religion here.
The ethos of this show is we really like two things, and both of them are the same fault: buying stuff and eating stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's what we got. As Edgeman,
Especially.
Yes.
that's what
Gambling
we got.
stuff is part of buying stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's
You're
one beautiful,
buying pain.
sexy umbrella. You know.
I'm a sucker for bullshit. I love bullshit.
Stuff.
If I walk into a store and there's bullshit, I'm going to buy as much of it as I
Do
possibly
you
can.
like going to malls?
Here's the thing I did.
If you have time, given the tour.
We've had a lot of off days on this tour, and we obviously, you go to the mall parking lot or whatever.
Come on.
They've gotten so sad.
They've
They're a
gotten
little sad.
bad. Malls have
Post-COVID,
gotten
COVID wrecked malls and people.
and local places. COVID fucking did us
Dude,
all.
it really. I mean, you
Did us
might-
dirty. It really
You
did us
might
dirty.
be onto something.
I was recently. I was able to spend some time at King of Prussia Mall, the largest mall
Dude.
in America.
It used to. Is it not popping?
It is popping. So
Oh,
they're
it's still
out,
popping.
They're out there.
Yeah.
The King of Prussia Mall is
Unreal.
tell you
to the
this,
King of
never
Prussia
fucking
himself.
Yeah,
Great
I
job.
mean, come on.
Your
King of Prussia, this is for
No.
you.
Yeah.
The mall that we went to in Concord, North Carolina, not the same experience.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
I
like
mean-
even the stores in there. It's like
Gone.
what
Every
is
other
this?
store is on.
I kind of want to go in there and just like hug them and just be like,
Yeah.
hey, it's
I'm
not
sorry.
working. Like
Because,
this.
but like, why are you opening up a mom and pop retail store
In a mall.
in a mall in 2022?
Crazy.
I'm going for Auntie Anne's and
Starbucks.
fucking GameStop,
Starbucks.
and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going home.
And then of course AMC.
Of
Oh.
course. Well, that's
that-
a great day. If there's
Right.
one.
Is that the only thing saving malls?
It might be,
gotta
man. It might be.
Yeah. I mean, it must be because I mean, are you Stubbs members?
Oh, brother.
I'm no longer a Stubbs member. However, did you get the email for the
Movie Pass?
Movie Pass?
dude,
I got
yeah,
the email
of
and I was
course.
like, trick me once.
Yeah, no.
Shame
Shame
on
on
me.
me.
You're
Trick me
absolutely
twice.
right.
I'll buy it again.
Do you know the weekend I got my Movie Pass? It
Was-
stopped. I'm not joking.
Fucking kidding me?
I swear
You didn't
on
see
my,
anything?
on my mother, not one
Oh,
movie
dude.
on the movie
I got
Pass.
in early.
I
I,
got
was
in.
in the days where it was just a straight up fucking free for all.
Yes.
And I was like, this is peak
Dude.
civilization. Now.
I-
You know how
apparently
Papa
couldn't have gotten in
John?
later.
You know how Papa John ate 40 pizzas in 30 days?
Must you touch me?
I saw
This whole
I saw
episode.
40 movies in 30 days, Bowen.
Hey, I love this male
This is my
affection
guy.
between friends.
Exactly.
Let's go.
I'm
We need more of
sweaty.
that. That's okay. He doesn't mind. Man
No, I
doesn't
love
mind.
it.
When you're on the road, this is one of his favorite questions. I'm stealing it
Okay,
because
good.
he's still touching me. When you're on the road, you're driving down, you're hungry.
Yes.
Oh.
And is he our first vegan we've asked this question?
We didn't ask Carl.
We didn't ask Carl, who is the vegan.
The guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're driving on the road, you see a mythical sign that has all the places you can eat that are
It's just
69420. It's all vegan,
okay.
but it's all fast food.
Sure.
No, nothing local, tiny. Something that we would all much rather. You're on a time.
You
crunch.
must capitalize.
You got
unfortunately.
35 minutes.
Yeah.
Where are you stopping? Where's your? Fuck yeah.
So we're talking strictly fast food,
Strictly
correct?
fast
Yeah.
food. You're under a time crunch. You're going to be late for load in.
Ooh.
Where in the country am I though?
You're-
Anywhere.
You're in
Anywhere.
wildest dreams.
Yeah.
United States of
Magic
America.
place. It's just about what you.
I have an answer.
Please.
It's Del Taco.
Love
And
it.
the reason for
Very
that is
common.
because, especially now that they have like the Beyond Meat or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
just growing up going to shows. Before that, obviously, before I was vegan, it was In and Out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Showcase on the way out,
course.
Del Taco.
The one on the way from Chain, that was where the 5. Okay. The 5 south,
Yep.
and then the 5 north going home from Chain
Yep.
has been under construction for what must be
100 years.
100
Yeah.
years. But I digress. Del Taco.
Yes. No.
Fix
Of
that
course.
fucking thing.
We don't have Del Taco in Chicago.
Yeah. That's why I asked. You know, it depends.
So,
on,
however, I love Del Taco.
Yeah.
We stop there all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever we're out that way,
it's great.
there's a Del, and everyone's happy. That's the thing. You got James and me,
Yep.
pieces of shit.
You got the double Del.
vegetarian, the
Yeah,
vegan, Casey, sucks on a sugar packet or
Does
two.
he?
I don't know what he
Is
does.
he like I'm not hungry?
Kinda, yeah. He's a very indecisive man.
It's always the ones you
Sugar packet
exactly
or two is great.
expect.
It's really great.
You
I
look
like
like
talking to
You're a
people in
coffee
my
guy,
own.
right?
Yeah, we're
Coffee guy?
Oh yeah. You suck them down left and right, right?
Suck them down?
Oh.
I suck them down.
That's what I'm
hot
saying,
or
dude.
cold.
So I prefer.
I don't like
If we're getting
this
really
either.
snobby,
Yeah.
If you
it's
do-
got to be hot because
Okay. Wow.
that's like
That's the better way to have.
exactly.
it,
You
which
know,
I can.
you get the notes and all that.
I get that.
I get that. I got it.
But are you having fun, or you want to enjoy your life? Or you wanna,
Yeah, right.
course.
You got to sit there and contemplate.
The amount of iced coffees I suck down
Yeah.
is definitely more
Yeah.
than hot coffees.
Okay.
But if it's like, if Tim or someone sends me a nice
Got new
bag, you
beans.
gotta do your
Yeah,
thing.
that's
we
lovely.
have a Pelican case
wow.
filled with the accoutrements that we need to pour our own.
Well, that's genius.
I didn't even know that, and I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew you would.
And to take it one step further, we have a U.S. rig and we have a European rig.
Do you really?
Yes.
That's so. All right.
Do you have like
Hundreds of
do you have like
dollars of
guitars in Europe, or do you just have the coffee machine?
The coffee machine.
Holy shit.
This is breaking.
This is outstanding news.
Like
Honestly-
we do have like there's like drums, like George has drums and shit there, but like
What do you need those for? Everybody,
Yeah.
what's that? The River Card will play the show. They'll bring the kit.
exactly.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The River Card?
No.
Oh.
Do you? So if you do hot coffee, cold coffee, do you do a dairy substitute or are you a black?
Black, unless again, there's like if I go to a menu in LA and I see like a horchata cold brew, I'm
Oh.
like, we're having
Yeah.
a great
Yeah,
day.
round
Are you
me
going
up.
to tell
You know
him the
what I'm saying?
acidity thing? Is that what you're about to say?
No. I was just genuinely curious.
Well,
'cause I know,
now I want to know what this
so
is.
I dated a girl whose father was a dentist, and he's heard this 10,000 so many times.
I can tell the arms immediately went crossed. Yeah.
He said that the acidity in especially cold coffee, especially iced coffee more than cold brew, but who asked for an iced coffee, is so severe that even a splash of cream or of any base reduces it to like hundredths of a power. It's like so much
Really?
better for your teeth. I've never had a cavity. I don't want my teeth to get yellow. I've always been very afraid of that.
Sure.
Here's the thing.
So I'm
though.
a splasher. I just get a
You
bit
know
in
how
there.
every dental product says 9 out of 10 dentists
Yeah.
recommend?
That was that guy.
He's the one.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Yeah.
So, can you really trust him?
Fuck him.
What's up? Amen.
Mr. Arnold.
I don't know the guy, but fuck him.
What's next for 6 Your Guns?
Europe. I'm going to Europe. I mean, that's a shocker to no one.
Huge.
But yeah, it's been interesting Europe because we're a band that's always played to. I mean, generally for the last 10 years, 400 or 500, 600, 700 kids in all over, and then somewhere along the line, Europe just kind of like took off
Awesome.
for us, and we had to learn kind of how to be the band that draws like 1,500, 2,000,
Like
3,000
what that
people.
means
Yeah.
adapting
Exactly.
wise,
There's
yeah.
new things that you need to do because
Absolutely.
we're just like, oh yeah, we'll go and we'll plug in and we'll play, and it's like you can't really do that anymore
No.
at that level. So you start doing you got production and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and it does get fun, but yeah, it's been a learning curve for all of us because we weren't expecting it. Like that wasn't the goal, you
Yeah.
know. We were just like, oh, we'll keep playing a couple hundred kids a night and
I
have a great time.
I will never forget having seen Hatebreed and even like the Josta. What was the Josta side project with Kirk?
Just Josta.
Not just
Kingdom of Sorrow.
Kingdom of Sorrow.
Oh, sick.
Just having seen stuff is like, and that's in smaller clubs being like, oh, okay, and then seeing Hatebreed open up for bigger bands, open up for Slipknot in like downstate Illinois.
They are
They have
chameleons.
It's a gear change completely.
crazy.
Like t-shirt guns. How the fuck's everyone? And like no shade at all. That's
They're
what
the- I
those
mean, they're the
people want.
Godfathers,
That's what
you
they
know?
want.
It's amazing.
It is actually amazing and something I think a lot of bands don't realize that like people can tell when it's your first fifth show or whatever.
Oh, sure.
Like
sure.
especially festivals, Europe, where they're like we were just talking about it earlier. Europe gets absolutely sandblasted with music.
Yeah.
Heavy music.
Yeah.
More so than anywhere here,
Yeah.
probably. And they're just seeing it all the time.
I know.
And to be able to do that,
Well, it's also not like an alternative scene there, right? It's like
just-
heavy music. It's like, oh, I'm the CEO of BMW. My favorite band's Slayer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
sure.
like, or Rammstein or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not viewed as like this kind of like faux pas thing. And obviously here with like, I mean, we were just talking about Knocked Loose playing Barclays. It's like,
yeah.
that's like, it's becoming that here as well. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But still, it's always going to kind of have a stink that people like us, that's the reason
Yeah.
it draws us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, in Europe, it's just like, it's like pop music.
Almost
pretty much.
nothing is stigmatized in Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
The sexiest man you've ever seen will be working the BK counter, brother.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
Right? It's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe, I'm like, brother,
What
I
are you
might know a
doing?
guy at fucking BMG. You want me to hit him? Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get you out of here.
Yeah.
He's like mayo or ketchup. I'm like, yes. Both.
Mayo or ketchup. Yes.
Yes. Oh, you're charging me for him? Okay.
do you have a particular, and not to ostracize any place else, do you have a particular favorite place to play in Europe? Because it's rare that we talk to someone where they do
Who's doing great there.
Do
Oh,
well
sure,
in Europe.
sure.
It's not.
Well, here's the thing as well, and this is what I always tell people: Europe is it's an easy formula, and the formula is this: don't stop going, because the first 5 years of us going, it was the exact same, like
yeah.
literally garbage.
Yeah.
I remember we were on. It was Terror, Trapped Under Ice, Stick to Your Guns, Born from Pain. Let's go.
Hell of a
Yeah,
package.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
tour.
And it was one of our, I think it might have been our second or first time even, or it was our second time over there. And there was a show that was so bad that Jared Carmen and David Wood came right up to the front because they were just like, we gotta help support our boys here.
Yeah.
Little did they know, of course, that made it so much worse for me because it's like
Yeah.
these two dudes that I'm like,
Now you're
I'm just like,
nervous.
guys,
Please.
you know what I mean? And they're being sweet because they're
Yeah,
just like, yeah,
absolutely.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then of course being funny because those two together are just
Geniuses.
madness. Yeah. But
You're absolutely right.
we just kept going. But I mean, show wise, Germany obviously is the spot. You know what I mean? And Spain or like
Never been.
Portugal.
Dude, Spain, we've only been to Spain once. It was two shows, Madrid, Barcelona with Converge.
Oh, that had to have been good.
There were people waiting at our hotel for autographs.
Crazy,
But
dude.
like,
Gotta
they
go.
went from the show to the hotel.
Yeah.
They knew where you was.
They knew.
Yeah.
Somebody leaked you.
Probably the same hotel that every band stays in
Oh,
when they're
okay,
down there or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I gotta go.
But it's like,
I got family
has that
there.
ever happened? You know what I mean? Like,
No.
why would it? Spain
No.
fucking rocks.
Yeah,
but you're
it's
absolutely right. One of the things that every time I die, I always told us was like, yeah, Europe sucked for us forever.
Yeah.
You just have to go and just grind. And just
But
get
that
out there.
And
perseverance.
that's if you want to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because some people just don't have that prerogative. They're just
Yep.
like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Do what you like.
love being horizontal,
Right.
and I don't get to do that all that much there.
Sure.
So
Sure. It becomes, I will say, obviously, once you get a bus and things like that, it's
Oh, that's
completely different experience.
night and day.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. It's perfect.
Which it's just so crazy, like what we were just talking about before this is the most basic things are treated like the most absolute crazy luxuries.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you get to drive around in a bus? Like, oh, you know, you're an asshole. It's like,
It's like,
do I not deserve
Dude.
after a show to lay down?
And a
you know
little
what I
space
mean?
just
Like,
for me.
the first bus tour we ever did, there were 24 bunks. Are you under the impression this is an aeroplane?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen the size of this
Yeah,
bus.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's cramped as shit.
It is cramped as shit, and then also first 2 weeks, it's like it just turns into
Chaos.
chaos.
Smelly chaos.
Oh, I'd be farting on there. For
Oh,
sure.
I mean,
my
of course.
God.
Come on.
I mean,
Of
we did, as I'm sure you've done, we did Warped Tour 5 weeks in the same bunk.
You were
I'm
farting.
sweating into the same bunk every night.
Dude.
Oh yeah, you're not showering. You're sick.
I mean, you're showering there, but not
Yeah.
in the bus. Yeah.
With Monster water.
Monster
can,
water
right?
showers.
Well, and here's another thing though too is like you go and we'll play Europe, and it's like 3,000 people, whatever. Yeah, cool, awesome. Get off stage. The shower looks like it hasn't been touched since like 1981.
That's
it's
true.
like, come on.
It's true.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Because it's an old fucking
Whatever.
factory.
It's
you know?
a iron curtain.
Yeah,
factory.
literally.
yeah, or like an
absolutely.
ex-Nazi bunker
Much like
or
this
some
thing
shit.
behind us. Yeah, exactly.
Which how many?
All of them.
All of them.
The
Yeah, I
answer
guess.
is all. Every
place,
structure
every
hid something
structure
bad.
Yeah. I don't mean that, but there's always a rumor.
No,
Fuck.
for sure. But here's the thing. This is how I say it too. It's like, what a beautiful thing to do with that. It's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
like it's such a fuck you.
Is there
Yeah,
anything
You know
better?
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, now it's like a bunch of anti-racist, anti-fascist band getting on stage in an ex-Nazi bunker. It's like,
Perfect.
and kicking ass.
it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
street justice. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Amen.
hell yeah.
That is a beautiful thing.
beautiful, beautiful way to wrap this up.
Yeah, really good.
How it's not going to get any better than
Yeah,
that.
no,
but
of course
thank you
not.
for joining us, Jesse. A legend.
Gentlemen.
Stick to your guns.
Real quick.
On tour in Europe soon.
He walked
Real
up
quick.
and said hello, and I can't see very well at night. I don't have my contacts in. I was just like, just no sold him. So, just putting that out there to show you that I really didn't mean that.
Oh, of course.
That was genuine.
Of course.
I mean, the viewers know you're a piece of shit. I know you're a piece of shit. But you're my piece of shit. And this is HARDLORE. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Bye.